Hello, so in this video we will practice subtracting rational expressions. So let's say we had 4 over 4x minus 6 minus 15 over 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. So given that our coefficients in our first equation have a common factor of 2, we can factor that out and we are left with 2 times 2x minus 3. Now for our second equation, second expression, it's not as easy. Second denominator, we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. And so we need to find the a and b that when you multiply them together, they give you 4 times 9. And that when you add them together, they give you negative 12. And so 4 times 9 is 36. By observation, we can see that negative 6 squared is equal to 36. And if you add negative 6 minus 6, that gives you negative 12. But of course, if you didn't see that right away, you can always do what I did in some of the previous video, which is just listing the factors and seeing which combination gives you the right numbers. But in this case, it was really easy to do it by observation, and so that's how you can do it. And we find that a is equal to negative 6 and b is equal to negative 6 as well. And now we just kind of expand our middle term. So instead of having the negative 12x we had before, we have negative 6x minus 6x plus 9. And so now we can just group the terms together and factor out factor them out. So we have 2x and we're left inside with 2x minus 3 right here, and then here we can factor out a 3, negative 3, and we're left with 2x minus 3. So here I made a mistake by putting the parentheses in the wrong place. So I had it like this. You have to put the parentheses right here, and here put a plus. Because if you were to leave the negative out, then it would distribute to the 9, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm sorry about that. And we have negative 3 and 2x minus 3. So we can factor out a 2x minus 3 from both terms, and we're left with 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3, which is just 2x minus 3 squared. So we factor out our second denominator and found that it was 2x minus 3 squared. Very well, now let's just find the least common multiple. And so our LCM must contain all the factors of both numbers. So it must contain 2 times 2x minus 3. And then it must contain at least 2x minus 3. And in this case also at most, since it is the least common multiple. So that's what we get. And this is our least common multiple. Now, we must multiply each term so that our LCM is the new denominator of both terms. And so our first one, we know that is 2 times 2x minus 3, so we are missing this second 2x minus 3. So we must multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same thing. And we see that the denominator becomes our LCM, which is what we wanted to happen. And then we just here distribute the 4, and we get 8x minus 12. And now we do exactly the same thing for the second term. However, this is the special thing about subtraction. So here you have subtraction, here you must subtract. And let's see what we have to subtract from 8x minus 12. So here we know that this is 2x minus 3 squared, and the only thing we're missing from our LCM is this 2 right here. So we must multiply our numerator and denominator by 2 in order to have our LCM as the new denominator. And so 15 times 2 is just 30, and that's it. Now let's just simplify the numerator a little bit. And so 8x minus 12 minus 30 over 2 times 2x minus 3 squared. And so we combine like terms. In this case, we have no other x to combine 8x with, so 8x. And now we just combine the constant terms, so negative 12 minus 30, that's negative 42. And over our LCM, 2 times 2x minus 3 squared. And now just to have kind of a more complete answer, we also need to state, okay, so this is our answer, we need to state the domain. So something to keep in mind is that our LCM will have the same zeros as all denominators. So by stating the x's that would make the LCM undefined, we're actually stating all the x's that would make any of the two terms undefined as well. So in this case, we see that there is actually only one x that makes this happen, which is when 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So that's when x is equal to 3 over 2. So the domain is any x except x is equal to 3/2. And so that's our solution.